welcome to the second part of my training video on index match function. Now, in case you missed the first part of the video, what we did was that we had a database. As you can see here, it had lots of values, it had lots of item IDs, and then it had the quantity of items sold every month of the financial year of 2013. So the aim of the project, so to speak, it is like a real life project. The aim of the project is for data cleansing, basically finding out uh, the different data fields that have unknown and then making corrections later on. I have done a project like this before. You can call it a themed review. Uh, that would be a nice way of explaining it. So it goes something like this. When you pick your item ID and you pick the date, the values update. So I could pick January 13, values update, like that. What we need is we need it to be more than just this little bit here. Remember, this is the index match function. We need it to be more than this and yet to be less than this, so that it is manageable for the users. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is that we are going to be using index match function. We're going to be using data validation to be able to have your drop down lists. We're going to use Hlookup, we're going to use Vlookups, and then we're going to use conditional formatting. You're going to enjoy it. Just watch. Now let's see. First of all, I want a situation where when I pick a quarter, I'll see the first or the 3 months that make up that quarter. So I'm going to come over here. I'll pick all of these, copy, come here, paste. I'm going to build my quarter drop down like this, quarter 1, all the way to quarter 4. So I pick out the first 3 months, Control X to cut, Control V to paste. I pick out the next 3, Control X to cut, Control V to paste. I pick out the next 3, Control X to cut, Control V to paste. Then the last 3, Control X to cut, Control V to paste. So now I have this. I'm going to ignore this for now. I'm going to just set up a new performance screen here. So I come here, all borders. I go over to data validation, I pick list, allow list, then the source. I'm going to highlight these 4 values. Okay, so now 1, 2. Yep, you can see the way the list now updates. Yeah, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to build my months that align with each quarter. I'll do that by simply doing the Vlookup here, equal Vlookup. I pick this, I freeze it so that when I drag it won't move. I highlight everything here, that's a table array, freeze it again so it doesn't move. Then I the column index number is the second one. I'm looking at these values for the values here, so that's going to be 1, then 0. Yep, that's so. Oops, sorry, that should be 2. This 1 and this is 2. So I'll change this to 2. Right, you can see it's coming out funny here, numbers, and that's simply because uh, it's over here. The formatting here reads this as a number instead of a date. So I'm going to just simply use the date format here, and reformat. So I'll come over here, click on this, go to home, go to format painter. That has picked the format of this now. Click here. So now we have this format here. I'll drag to the third row. You see it's all still October, so I'm going to change it such a way that I've got sorry, let me go back to quarter one. So I have January, February, and March. I simply come here, change this to the third one, and then change this to the fourth one, which represents 2, 3, 4. Okay, so when I change the quarter here, it changes to this April, May, June. Okay, now we understand that. The next thing we need is I'm going to move this away to somewhere so we don't keep on seeing it. I'm going to just copy and paste. Now for most Excel, you can actually just Control X, get rid of this, paste it in another cell, and it will work. But I think for Excel, I think 2003, it has to be on the same worksheet, on the same tab. So let's see that this is working. Right, it's calling it from the other sheet. So let's take a look. You can see it has referred to that new worksheet which I kept my value. Okay, now that we've got that, I need to pick the item IDs. Usually you will take a look at this properly. You would have spend lots of time doing this, but I've already reviewed my data and I know there's a method to the madness. I pick up this, Control C, take it over here, place it here. Okay, so what I need now is to have A1. I mean, I need to, if you to look into all of this, you'll find out it has categories AA, AB, and AC. Then it has different uh, numbers in ascending order. So I want a category AA, AB, and then AC. And I'm going to have something here, a drop down list here, where if I select AA, AB, or AC, the values will update. So first of all, I'm going to try to, I think there are about 300 here. I need to identify the first, yeah, this, where this one ends, I go, cut, paste it here, control down arrow, this one ends here, I pick it up, cut, control X, control V, lots of space here, I want to get rid of them, highlight, control minus to delete, gonna delete more, highlight, oops, I hope I've not, okay, then control minus, let's hope, yep, control minus, yep, this should do now. Let's do it one last time, highlight, control minus. Okay, we've got all of this set up now. I can just pick it and move it up, so I don't need to scroll up and down. Control shift down arrow, control X, I'll put it here temporarily. Right, okay, so now I've got AA, those are the representations. I'm going to highlight this so we're not confused. AA, AB, and then AC. These are the three different categories we've got. Over here, I'll click on the data validation, allow list. The source will be this 3. Okay. So AA, AB, and then AC. So let's, okay. Now I want it to be that when I click on AA, I get the values here. AB, I get the values here. AC, I get the values here. Next I'm going to do is to use the Hlookup formula here, equal Hlook. up. Look at the value here. Freeze. The table array is all of this. I'm going to freeze it again so it doesn't move when I'm scrolling down, or rather dragging down. Then the first one here is not this, it's going to be the second one, 2. That's for row index number. Range lookup is exact match. You can write false or you can write 0. I prefer writing 0. So AA01, right? So there are about 90 values here. I could drag it all the way down, but as you can see, it's all constant. Then I would have to come in here and start changing all of this. 2, 3, come over here, 4, and so on and so forth. That's quite a lot. So I'm going to show you some other way I can go about this. But before I get to that, I'll first of all show you that this formula is working. So come over here, change to AB. You can see that it has updated. Come over here, AC. It has updated. Good. Now we know that it works. I'm going to copy this formula here without copying the equal sign. Control C. I'll click on escape. I'm going to come here, place the formula here. I could place it anywhere, but I'm placing it here so that I can easily just click downwards and it will align with this number. Right, so this, I'm going to try separating this. I want to use the ampersand sign. I'm going to try separating this. Control X, escape, come over here, Control V. I'm going to pull this out, Control X. Oops, that's not what I wanted. So Control X, come over here, place it here. So then scroll down, open up the formula so you can see what's happening. I need to chop this out. Okay, so you see I've divided the formula into its various components. I'm going to click to drag this down. It's all the same. The first part of the formula is all the same, it's constant. Now this is the part of the formula that changes. So the second one should be 3, 4. You can see what I'm doing. I click, so it's going all the way down in a sort order, right? Right, so now we've got that sorted. I'm going to copy and drag this downwards. It's constant. I'm then going to join all of this using the ampersand sign equal to this, concatenate this, concatenate this. Right, that's a full formula you've got there, all the way down. Yep. Then I'm going to copy and paste it back as a value. Now we've got that pasted as a value, the full 100 set. I'm going to then cut it and then place it here. Looking messy, but not to worry, you'll see how this turns out soon. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to do is to pick this one, copy. I'll come over here, do the Control F, that's find, place as Control V, and replace it with the same thing, but with this time with equal to in front of it. So here we go. Sorry, before I do this, so we don't go about pasting everywhere, I'm going to highlight this so we know it's only going to be down here. So replace all. Aha, 99 replacements. Okay. So there we go. We've got all of them. I'm going to put it in a grid. I can get rid of this. Let's make it less busy. So we've got this being able to change, to update. Right. Let's get rid of this. X, Control X, take it over here, place it here. Let's check that it works. Yep, it works. Okay. I'll pick this up, place it here. Okay. So the next thing is we're going to work with this index match formula. I'm going to do it again here. Oops, frozen. Okay. Equal index. We go to the array we want, which is this. This is the array. Freeze it. Come back here. The roll number is going to be, we're going to determine the row number by the row number and column number by using the match function. So match lookup value is this. I'm going to freeze the first column. Yep. Okay. Then lookup array is all of this. Control shift down arrow. Freeze. Come over here. Then you go over to the match type, which is 0. Right. So now we're going to identify the column number using match again. Match. Bracket open. Come over here. That's going to be this one. You're going to freeze the row number only. So 1, 2. Yep. And then lookup array is going to be the dates over here. Freeze. The match type is 0. That's false. And complete this. Enter. Drag all the way here. Highlight everything. There we go. It's looking fanciful now, isn't it? But we're not through yet. We need to make this look real good, so that, because I mean, you're doing it for users, not for yourself. I'm going to get rid of the first bit. Control minus. It's looking more like a tool now, isn't it? Control X. Put this. Let's place this here. Place this here. Oops, what's happening? Control X. Control V. Something ain't right here. Control V. Okay, good. So the person can click on any of these and make it better like this. Put this here. Yeah. Okay. So you come into your tool, select the category. Maybe I write category here. Let's pull this up. Control X. These little things, they do matter, because a user might want to see, a user would like to be able to work with the tool intuitively without you having to train a person. So select category, select quarter. Okay. There's some space. Control. I gave this some space, so we can see item ID here. Then period. Okay, we call this the host solution themed review out by R. Not to worry, I think when I'm through with all of this, then I'll show you how to just make it look pretty. Okay, now we've got all of this. The next thing we need to do is um, we need a situation where if it's unknown, it's red. If not, it's green. Um, so what I will just simply do, I could do conditional formatting for if if not unknown, green. If unknown, then red. But no, I'm not going to waste my time. I'll simply just highlight everything here, green, as a rule of thumb. Let's use something lighter so you can see. Then the idea will be that when it is unknown, that's when you have red. So I'll come over here, highlight, then come to conditional formatting. Where's the conditional formatting here? Highlight cells rule equal to on unknown custom formats. The field will be, let's make something not too red. Okay, so right, it is very red. Okay, no problem. Okay, so we've got this. Yep, so I changed the category to AV. Right, select the quarter. See how it works. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video now and make it pretty so you don't waste time. You're going to see the final pretty looking result. Just hold a second. Right, I'm back and here it is, the final product. So I can I can select a new category. You see it changes. Select a new quarter, it updates. I can also scroll down to review what's what is poor quality data, and then after that I make changes to the database. Right, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's been fun working on this. Please do join me for another video sometime soon. Once again, it's going to be something on the case study, which you can actually use it to work in the office. See you then. Bye bye.